Is Nick Rekieta the number one parent of the sector? Let's find out. According to this search warrant here, in it, there was a preschool. There's a preschool church teacher who reported that Nick Rekieta's kids had complained of being unfed, of being hungry. Okay, that's not good. Okay, being hungry, not being fed, and wearing the same clothes for 3 to 4 days at a time, it would start to smell. So you got to think about this. While Nick Rekieta and his wife and their best friends in the world are all living in their bedroom and their bathroom doing all who knows what, right? Can only speculate. No, we know. We kind of have an idea what they were doing there. While they're doing that, they're doing very adult things, adult activities. The kids were left to their own devices, like really to fend for themselves. Okay, they were not being fed. They weren't being changed. I mean, these are kids; they're not babies, so they could change themselves. But if there's no parent around to make sure the kids don't put on dirty clothes, or to make sure that they change, or at least take a shower, then that stuff is just not going to happen. Kids can be very disgusting if there's no parent around. Anyone who has kids, anyone who's a parent can attest to that. Like if you don't tell them, hey, go take a bath, they're probably not going to go get up and take a bath on their own or take a shower, okay? Right? So what I'm saying is while there was adults in the home, like putting a Snow White up their nose and laying pipe in each other's wife, while that was happening, like the kids were not having a great time, okay? There was a party in the bedroom, but for the kids, it was like, we're hungry, feed us, we're wearing dirty clothes. Shouldn't we take a bath now? I don't even know where my clean clothes are at. Where are the clean clothes, Mom? They want to ask Mom where the clean clothes are at, where the clean laundry is at, but Mom is too busy, okay, with another man that's not her husband, okay? I mean, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So, yeah, I mean, the question is Nicholas the number one dad of the sector? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And neither is Kayla's not a good mom either, okay? Kayla's a horrible mom, too, okay? Now, there'll be people be like, how dare you say that? You don't really know what drugs do to people. I do know what drugs do to people. And, yeah, she is along for the ride. She partakes in it. She can try to get away from it, but she does not even try to get away from it. I know how addiction works, okay? You can make excuses for why she stays and the choices she makes and all that stuff, but it doesn't change the fact that she made those choices, okay? Well, you don't understand. You become a different person. Okay. It still doesn't change the fact that while she's doing those things, her kids have been neglected. And it says here, Nicholas was reported to being lethargic and appeared high or drugged. Driving a car around with the kids? Nick Rekieta, you did not do that, did you? Nick Rekieta, you didn't drive around in your car after doing one of your streams, did you? Because we see how wasted you get. Probably wouldn't be a good idea to run the kids to some church thing after licking several bottles of whiskey and doing whatever you were doing in the bathroom. Oh, that's right. You said on stream you had your period, you were bleeding, and you took a Midol because you had a headache. You probably were bleeding from your nose. I mean, come on, man. Come on. All right. It says here, another individual advised that the reporter that Nicholas will walk out randomly during sermons at church and have noticed behavioral changes in him. Uh-oh. Why would you walk out randomly? What were you doing? It was alleged that Kyla looks anorexic. Well, of course, that's what drugs do. Nicholas has lost a substantial amount of weight recently. Yep, that's what drugs do. One individual described Nicholas as having injection or track marks on his arms. Bro, what the hell? The reporter reiterated concerns for possible neglect and controlled substance use within the home. Dude, like I used to work like CPS stuff as an investigator. This is the sort of stuff I would hear in the reports. And I'm like, oh boy, this is not looking good. It's not looking good already. It looks like I'm going to need to put a car seat in the car because those kids are going to the office. We're going to be looking for placement. Okay? All right? I mean, already it's pretty bad. You're going, like if you were CPS, you're rolling to the hospital. Like, oh man, this is going to be a late day. Boy, oh boy, we're going to be out here late. Possibly. Do your interviews if you can. Put some safety plan. No, you're going to need more than that. You're going to need forgot what they called it. You're just going to do a kinship placement or something. They have like these temporary placements that do before the actual like removal happens. But yeah, not looking great. All right. And like you'll still see people defend Rekieta. Defend his wife. Be like, you don't know the full story. Bro, I know enough. I know enough that it was pretty messed up. I know enough to know that it wasn't A-okay. I know enough that it was far beyond that. Okay? All right? What else is there? What else could possibly make this better? Well, there was an older kid in the house, a 16-year-old, and he should have been doing stuff. That 16-year-old should have been the parent? Really? While the adults were having a party in the bedroom and snorting? No, man. What are we talking about? I understand the 16-year-old could help out here and there, but like the parents are gone mentally. Like they're just no, man. Look, man, once you become a parent, the party days are over. The party days are over. You can have some beers on the weekend or whatever. Know how to control yourself. But having swinger parties in the bedroom with all sorts of drugs and alcohol, probably not a good idea. That's how you get members of the church concerned to report on you. Yeah. There's have to be a lesson there, a reminder that once you're married, once you have kids, your party days are pretty much over. The only exception is if you're going to have like maybe a weekend to yourself. Maybe you go to a Willie Nelson concert and you know what's going to happen. All right. You can't go to a Willie Nelson concert without partaking in some sort of party favor, okay? But your kids better not be home when you come home, right? Because you're not being in the right state to take care of them. You're just not. You need them to be at grandma's house or at Ann's house or whatever while you do that stuff. And after that, as long as you can control yourself, you can go back to being a parent, okay? Now, here's the thing. Some people will lie to themselves and say, oh, I can handle, I can manage. Like Rekieta is a prime example. Clearly, he can't manage. He just can't. Number one parent of the year? Yeah, I think not.